All right, well, I can't stay silent any longer. I'm fed up with Mike Lee and what he's trying to do with our public lands. I hope this video will motivate some people to call their senators, call their congressmen, call the majority leaders, send them emails, email Trump, the Vice President Vance. Everybody needs to be getting bombarded with calls and emails over this. This is a big issue, and once these lands are gone, we don't get them back. Now, a few points that I want to hit on. Mike Lee has reduced what he's asking for. He's used the negotiation tactic of, shoot for the stars and land on the moon. He's cut it back, and he's trying to make it seem like, okay, I asked for all this stuff, now I'm being very reasonable. He's still potentially looking at selling over 1 million acres of BLM. He's changed it to within 5 miles of like a, public center or, whatever he's calling it, but there's no definition to that. And so when you look at it, there's tons of little communities and housing places that, where I live, I've hunted on lots of BLM land within 5 miles of my house. My son's harvested his first elk on BLM land within 5 miles of my house. There's bird hunting, there's waterfowl hunting, there's small game, there's tons of fishing opportunities that would be shut down. And we just can't afford to do this. We should stand by, not 1 acre. But so he's tried to change this to make it seem more reasonable and appealing, and he's even playing into, some groups' hands, Hunter Nation and stuff that are, it's a group from Utah that are posting like, oh, now he's giving, 10% of these funds will go back to, sportsmen and outdoors people and hunting, fishing, camping, that kind of thing. Right now, through the Land Act, 90% of any public land that is sold comes back to public land and conservation, that kind of thing. So we'd be going from 90% to 10%. There's already a system in place to scrutinize and determine whether public land should be sold. We don't need to change this. We don't need to sell public land. Mike Lee, his biggest donors are real estate and oil, and he's wanting to take in this bill. This bill would reduce the royalties that oil companies are paying back to the U.S. citizen and the U.S. government for the oil they extract from American earth. And he's wanting to reduce what they're paying and then pay it back, pay back this budget deficit by selling the public lands. It's just ridiculous. Everyone should be against this. If you do anything in the outdoors, if you mountain bike, if you hunt, you fish, you camp, you hike, you bird watch, anything, you should be calling your senators and congressmen and taking action against this. So once again, please call.